What's up, DWW fam? So we are right back at Resorts World, right outside of the famous Food Street Eats, the first and only hawker center in the United States. And this is a part 2 of the series. I actually toured this once before on the grand opening, but it was too crowded and hectic for me to try all the food I wanted. So today in this video, we're gonna try out some more foods, as well as the 5 Michelin Guide honored food stalls here. So we're really excited, and we also have a special guest here to help show us around.
Hi everyone, this is Lon. I'm one of the food server here at the famous food stall. I'm encouraging all of you to come and visit us because we're one of a kind. You won't see anything like this in any strip or any casino in Las Vegas, even in the whole North America. So if you want to try the food, come and join us.
And she done give us a few recommendations, so let's go in and try out some delicious foods.
Every single stall has this Michelin awardee information. So like the buntanquis, the chicken rice.
So this one has a Michelin Plate Award at the buntanquis Singapore Chicken Rice. I've actually been here before.
This is a Geylang. It's famous for char kway teow and the Hokkien noodles. We only have 2 Michelin awardee, but it's made famous from all over the world.
So this spot looks really good right here. The Google Man is also Michelin recognized. They have only 2 dishes here, so they have to be good. They're known for their noodles. So this looks promising. We're gonna come back and try that one.
That's Terry.
Hi Terry. This is the Moz Bar. They have Italian subs here and sandwiches. So Gordon Ramsay has a little bit of influence on the Moz Bar too. One of his trainees is the chef here.
Spring leaf. It's a famous Indian food.
Nice.
Featuring the roti canai.
Nice. So we got a dumpling spot right here. And what do we have here, Lala?
We have Fuhu Shack, famous for the roasted tacos and roasted rice bowl.
Nice. I love how each stall has only a few items, so it's not difficult for us to choose. Those are their specialties, so it makes the choice easier for us.
I represent this one, the famous lechon from Philippines,
Nice.
Pepitas lechon. We got 2 items on the menu. One, lechon truffled rice, and the sisig panini.
So we have the whole lechon pig just sitting here for us to look at right here.
Say hi, Kuya. One of the famous Texas barbecue is from the Blood Brothers. They're originally from Texas, but we have it at Resorts World too. Right here, Blood Brothers Barbecue.
So you can't have a food center without some chicken sandwiches and fried chicken. So we got Street Bird fried chicken there. They also have an award from James Beard, and supposedly they should have some pretty good fried chicken.
You have tons of choices for dessert. Sweet eats.
Sweet Eats.
Yeah,
Nice.
if you want some dessert.
Hey guys.
This is Miss Christie. We have the nori bar. Sushi, sake, and hand roll.
Nice. So we got the sushi bar right here, the nori bar. Over here we got... Nice, I came back. What's up?
This is
What's up, guys?
Dancing, Gravy,
Nice.
and Miss Jane, the Geylang team.
The Geylang team.
This is the Geyland Claypot. We have 2 Michelin awardee plate. We have the chicken Claypot rice and the beef Claypot pot rice.
Nice. This is one of the spots I came back for. There's a stall here actually in Singapore that I missed when I was there, but they're awarded a Michelin star at that stall. But this is the same establishment, so they also are Michelin recognized. Really excited to try this one.
This is the Kuro Kuroka, the famous stall from the Aoki brothers.
Nice.
Steve Aoki and his brother.
I've been here in the previous video, so check out that if you want to see me try Steve Aoki's skewers.
There you go. You're welcome. Enjoy, guys.
This is the last spot, 10 Sons. They serve braised soups and braised noodle soups. It is also a Michelin Guide awardee, so yeah guys, really excited, about to check out some food. So that's pretty much it guys. Oh, and here's the center bar, the aesthetic centerpiece of this whole hawker center. I just gave you guys a tour of all 16 stalls that they have here. So yeah guys, now it's time to eat.
Hi everybody, my name is Adil Kanji and I'm the AGM, Assistant General Manager of Famous Foods Food Hall here at Resorts World Las Vegas. Wanted to welcome you all here. It's a fabulous area full of Michelin star, Bib Gourmand, amazing food from around the world that we brought right here to Las Vegas. It's the first, hawker style food hall of its kind in the United States, one of a kind. Also, it's the first technologically advanced food hall in the world. All ordering from a kiosk, it's amazing. Everything top notch, and even our chefs have scoured the globe looking for the best recipes, the best chefs around to cook this food, and it is amazing. Definitely come by and see us.
So yeah guys, one of the things I touched on the first video is that they have digital kiosks where you can order food from all 16 stalls and then they'll prepare them for you, and then all you gotta do is pay here and then go to the stall to pick it up. From my knowledge, I haven't seen many food courts or hawker centers in Singapore that have had that, so they are very technologically advanced.
Alright, here you go then.
Wow.
I have the roasted Hainan chicken from Buntong Ki stall. That's one of the Michelin awardees. I have the pork and shrimp dumpling from Achun, one of Michelin awardee food. And the cheese roti from the Spring Leaf. Here you go. Enjoy, Dan.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the famous combo soup from 10 Cents, one of the Michelin awardee soup all over the world. Alright, here's another of the Michelin awardee food from Geylang Claypot. I have chicken claypot for you, Dan.
Wow, look at the spread here guys. Wow guys, is this an amazing spread or what? So wow guys, Lala really hooked us up. So she gave us one dish to try from some of like her favorite restaurants. We definitely hit the Michelin recognized restaurants. So let's just go through the dishes right here. So we got the Indian roti from Springleaf Paratha Palace. And we got these dumplings here from Achun Dumpling. I believe this is the famous noodles from Gugelman. And this is the famous Michelin recognized 10 Sons braised beef noodle soup. I'm really excited to try this one. This is from the Geylang Claypot Rice. And this is the roasted Hainan chicken right here. So yeah guys, we're about to go in. Usually I try the appetizers first, which is this and the dumplings, but since this is a soup, I don't want to be sitting out here too long, so let's try the braised noodle soup first. Looks mighty delicious. Alright. See some green sprouts. See some rare beef. It kind of looks like pho, but with egg noodles. So here's the oxtail right here. See the oxtail, nice and fatty. The rare steak. I think this is the flank. Let's try it out. Let me taste the soup first. Wow, the soup is nice and comforting, warm, hearty, very fatty but salty at the same time. Yeah, just a good amount of saltiness. Nice thin egg noodles. Let's try the beef. This is like the rare steak. It's like pho, rare steak meat. The main, what we came here for, big oxtail right here. So let's try it out. Wow. That's some good oxtail. The meat is very tender, falls off the bone. Maybe they sauteed it or something a little bit before they started braising it, because the meat has a very nice flavor on it already. It's like a nice sweet and salty flavor. It's pretty good. So it's not like a bland oxtail. It's a very well flavored oxtail. Ooh, one more. Thank you so much.
But not the least, the chicken hearts and chicken gizzards from the Yoki brother. You
Chicken
like
hearts and chicken gizzards.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
One of the exotic food.
Thank you. Thank you. Chicken hearts and chicken gizzards from the Aoki Brothers stall. So Lala had to give us one more surprise before she left us. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Back to this. And the most important thing is that the oxtail is also nice and meaty. There's a lot of meat on here. And yeah, it's very soft. This is also a Michelin awarded restaurant, and it does not disappoint. It's actually very good. So overall, this dish, I'm gonna give it a DWW score. I'll give this dish an easy 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Easy 9 out of 10. It's very good. I can definitely see why it is Michelin award honored. 10 Sons, and this is a very complete, really good dish. I'll definitely say the highlight of this dish is the oxtail. The oxtail is a hitter. We also got some of their drinks. If you guys can't tell, this hawker center is themed for, you know, having great Asian food and really exotic items, I guess, for lack of a better word. Basically things you can't really find at regular food court restaurants. So we have a bunch of these very interesting drinks right here for us. So after one dish, we're gonna try it with a drink. So let's try this Ramoon Sangria, orange flavor, some type of orange soda, Asian orange soda from the Sangria brand. I don't know what Asian country that's from. Seems Asian, I could be wrong though. Very interesting packaging, so that's how you know. What the heck? Okay, I'm having a terrible time opening this. Maybe my hands are slippery from eating too much soup. That was taking way too long, so I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna use this tasty mango creamy soda. This looks good enough. Wow. This is really good. It's a Japanese drink. Ooh, I love mango, so you definitely gotta get this. It tastes like how a mango creamy soda should taste like. Use your imagination. So let's go in and try the roti first, right here, from the Springleaf Palace. Wow. That's so good. Wow, the outside is nice and crisp, toasted. Looks like it's fried somehow. And the inside is very spongy. There's like a thin layer of cheese. But it's not a regular old piece of bread. There is some spices right here, the Indian spices, to give it that kick. Wow, that's really good. Think of this as a really flavorful garlic cheese bread. This is really a very interesting dish, the roti. I really like that one. But I'll classify that as like a little appetizer snack. I'll give that one a 10 out of 10 on DWW score. I don't know why, I really liked how, I'm a big bread fan, and I really liked how, you know, moist and spongy the thin piece of bread was. Looking from it, because it was so thin, I thought it was going to be kind of flaky and kind of like crackerish, but it's very, very soft, thin piece of like flatbread. It was really good. So let's try these little dumplings right here. They've been sitting here waiting for us to eat them. Oh my goodness. You see what's in them? That was a very pleasantly surprised. They tricked me because like it looks like a normal, you know, pot sticker dumpling on the outside, but on the inside it's like the shumai dumplings. There's some shrimp in there, herbs, meat. It's really good. Really good appetizer to pair with your meals. I'm gonna dip in this little chili oil right here. Get nice and drippy. If you guys are big spicy eaters, you gotta dip the dim sum in the chili oil. From the sheer fact that this dumpling has been sitting out here for almost 15 minutes, it's still moist, juicy, retains all the flavor in the meat inside. I'm trying really hard to get to, you know, find flaws, but I definitely have to give that one another 10 out of 10. Like, there's nothing to complain about those dumplings. Very good dim sum dumplings. What should we try next? Another Michelin recognized restaurant, the Go-Go Man, and they're known for their noodles. So it kind of looks like some stir-fried, kind of like a mixture of pad thai or what is that dish, that Chinese dish? In Vietnamese called pho ap chao. If you could give me the Chinese translation, you could write it down below. It's definitely slipping my mind. Ooh, so there's some Chinese sausage in here, some eggs sprinkled into the noodles, large pieces of shrimp. It's beautiful, by the way. It's very well presented. So let's just go in and see what we find. Wow. I thought it'd be very oily, but the noodles actually are surprisingly very light on the oil side, which is a plus already. Noodles are very spongy, fresh, chewy. You hate when these type of noodles are, you know, hard and crusty, so that is good. You know, the noodles are fresh. Let's try the shrimp. Also very fresh, nice and moist. Has a spicy flavor to it. You know these, I love these. I would eat these all the time as a kid. These are Chinese sausages. In Vietnamese they're called lap sum. Chinese they're called, I don't know, but they're Chinese sausages. Very good. If you haven't had Chinese sausages before, you should try it. Way better than American sausages. Don't at me. But yeah, it's like a very salty, a bit sweet, really good. So yeah guys, overall very good dish. I'll say the highlight of this is the meat. The shrimp and the Chinese sausage, you can tell they're nice and stir-fried. The noodles were very fresh, but I'll have to give this one a 8 out of 10. It's still a very good dish, just off the sheer fact that I don't really like pan-fried seared noodles that much. I would much rather have a fried rice. But this is a very good dish for you guys who love pan-fried noodles. And speaking of rice, this is what I was very excited to try, the Geylang Claypot Rice, because, funny story, I was actually in Singapore and I went to this exact stall to get their Michelin starred Geylang Claypot Rice, but they were closed that one day that I went to go, and the next day was my flight home, so I wasn't able to try it, but here we are. I guess it was fate. Look at this. Looks beautiful, guys. So there's some herbs on top. Give it that fragrance, but yes, Claypot rice, so the rice is a bit crusty, hard, thickened. Let's see. There's also some Chinese sausage in here. Let's go for it. Wow. So the way to eat this Claypot rice, you have to totally mix it. This is a burst of flavor. There's some pickled cabbage in here, kind of like sauerkraut, kimchi. Some nice, juicy pieces of chicken thigh in here. It's like a mystery bowl. Like, I'm just digging through to see what I'll find. But yeah, I would say the main meats are the Chinese sausage and the chicken. But the main star of this is the rice. It's very funny to say this because usually a lot of Asian dishes is like, you get like plain white rice and then the main dishes are the meats, but I would say there are some meats in here, but the star of this dish is definitely the rice. It's called Geylang Claypot Rice for a reason. I don't know if you guys have had burnt rice before. In Vietnamese cuisine, we eat a lot of broken and burnt rice. I know it sounds bad, but my mom really likes to eat that. But yeah, this is very similar to that. It is like just It's crusty on the outside, but the rice grains, individual grains itself, is moist on the inside. So it's like a big contrast of textures in the rice, but they mix it very well together with the herbs, vegetables, and the meat and the sauce. It's kind of like a light vinaigrette, but also sweet sauce at the same time. But yeah, guys, very interesting dish. This one's a go. I don't think I've tasted anything like this. This is very, 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 very well made dish. On the DWW scale, I definitely give this a 9 out of 10. Just in case like you guys are squeamish to the flavor or something, because it's definitely something very new. And to bring it back to the Singaporean roots, I would say that this food court is very, very unique. It being the only hawker center in the United States. Singaporean food, I would say, is generally pretty rare in the States, and I would say that when I was in Singapore, I loved all the food, and this establishment, the famous food center, does Singaporean food right. So if you guys haven't tried Singaporean food before, you guys gotta come over here and try what they have to offer. Speaking of Singaporean food, you gotta try some of the roasted Hainan Chicken Rice, top hit in Singapore. So our Asian dish in general, Hainan chicken, but the main part of this dish is the sauces. You gotta have the soy sauce, well, the adjusted soy sauce for chicken, ginger scallion paste, and the hot sauce. Oh, we forgot to try another drink. Okay, so what should we try? So we tried the mango creamy soda. I like that so much, I had to go to get the melon creamy soda. Let's try this. I would think that melon would mesh more well with a creamy flavor. This melon's already a bit creamy. Yep, and I'm correct. This one is more of a creamy soda. You could definitely, it's very interesting because it's creamy, but you can taste the carbonation from the soda, so it kind of like just hits you with that fizz. But usually when you're thinking creamy drinks, it's more like a milk-based drink. Kind of tastes like a Asian root beer float, if you will. Roasted Hainan chicken. So I'm gonna test this by, you know, the thighs and the wings are usually the juicy pieces, so we just gotta get a piece of the breast to see how it is. Very similar to that. I had this the first time, and I'm gonna be honest, I ate that one right away, so it's much more juicy. To be fair, I left this one out a little bit, but with that being said, the thigh is still pretty juicy. Let me dip this in ginger scallion. Kind of has like that horseradish flavor. Airs out your nose a little bit and kind of hits you with the pungent flavor from that sauce. So if you guys like that, that's the sauce for you. I usually like my sauces very salty, so I'm gonna use the Hainan chicken soy sauce. Oh, it's actually not the soy sauce, it's like the thick soy sauce. Let's try it. It's like a thicker soy sauce, like a soy sauce mixed with hoisin sauce. Very good. Let's take a piece of the thigh. The thigh is definitely very juicy. This whole chicken is juicy, don't get me wrong. It is very, very juicy. The skin is nice and crisp from being roasted. I love the skin. There's like a thin layer of fat underneath. This is a really good Hainan chicken rice. This place does it right, just like all the other Singaporean dishes. I believe this one is from Boon Tong Kee, also a Michelin recognized spot. I just haven't tried the regular Hainan chicken rice. I bet that one would be even better. I love the regular one. This is the roasted one, but I'm sure the regular one would be just as good. Overall scale on this dish, I would give this a cool 8.5 out of 10 on DWW'SCORE. The only reason being is that the sauces, the soy sauce one in particular, wasn't my favorite. I like my sauces kind of sweet, salty. This one's more like a vinaigrette flavor. And but other than that, the chicken in itself is like a 10 out of 10. I love the Hainan chicken here. It's pretty hard to find good Hainan chicken in the States, and this is by far some of the best Hainan chicken I've had in, you know, Las Vegas. So it's very juicy, very well-made dish. Oh, I forgot to talk about the rice, and this is supposed to be chicken broth infused rice. Definitely retains the flavor of the chicken broth. It's nice and comforting. It's really good, guys. So it's a very complete dish. You can definitely see why it is rated with a Michelin award. So very good. Let's go on and try these chicken gizzards and chicken heart. hearts. This one is the... Okay. I think these are chicken hearts. Pretty sure these are chicken hearts. I like that toast and crisp from outside. That must be from the flame grill. Yeah. The flavor is not too overbearing with the glaze. It's not too sweet. Just the perfect amount of sauce. I would say the highlight of this dish is definitely how well toasted the meat is. And yeah, guys, so these chicken hearts, they're very chewy. If you were wondering what chicken hearts taste like, they're very chewy. Kind of tastes like a tough sausage to bite into. So let's try this chicken gizzard right here. This one has more of like a wasabi taste. So these chicken gizzards are more fleshy. There's more texture to them. But I would say that this sauce, I like it. I really like the sauce. It's very interesting. There's like a pungent taste from the horseradish, kind of hits you, but it's not too spicy because I don't like spicy. And then there's some like chopped garlic in here. It's very good. As far as meats go, I prefer the chicken hearts just because I like chicken hearts better than chicken gizzards, but I really like the sauce on the chicken gizzards. And I've had their other skewers in the episode before. I've had the beef skewers, those are really good. The steak skewers, but overall, very decent skewers. I really like the highlight of this is the sauce and the way the meat is cooked. But yeah, give this solid 8 out of 10 on the DWW score. Alright, let's try this Mr. Brown's iced coffee. Cheers. It's like an iced milk coffee. Very, very sweet, rich, and milky. Basically tastes like a Vietnamese coffee. After trying all these dishes, I'm gonna rate these for you. But spoiler alert, all these dishes pass the DWW test. They're all above average and standard. But guys, this is all preference. All these dishes are really good. But guys, I don't know why, but this spring leaf roti right here really caught me off guard because I don't think I've had many of these in my lifetime. And it's just such a pleasant surprise because I love bread, I like cheese, and man, I've never had a roti before, but it just shot up my list of favorite snacks or appetizers. When we rank the dishes, I would say that's 1. The soup is 2. The braised noodle soup is 2. 3 is a Hainan chicken. 4 is the Claypot. 5 is this stir-fried noodles. 6 is the skewers. But yeah, guys, all these dishes were great. That was the DWW ranking for the food. Let me give you an overall DWW ranking and conclusion of the whole hawker center in general, the famous foods. I would say that this food court is probably, I'm a bit biased because I love Asian food, but there's other food here that's not Asian food. I believe the street bird fried chicken and the Texas barbecue. But anyways, I'm a bit biased because I love Asian food, but in America, I would say that this is probably my favorite food course. I've been to Grand Central Station, I've been to Anaheim Packing District a bunch, but as far as this food goes, the quality of food at this place is unmatched. Like just sheer quality. Like you're not gonna find like McDonald's or fast food at any of these stalls. You're gonna find gourmet, Michelin inspired, Michelin awarded dishes and appetizers. And like I said, guys, I am just very, very pleased with the quality of all these dishes. If you're looking for a sheer quality of food, this is the food court to go to. It's not like the biggest or the grandest or has the most options, but just in terms of each individual stalls that I've tried have been so good that I don't doubt that the ones that I haven't tried are not on the same level, because just in my opinion, I feel like the standards of each stall in this hawker center is just very high, hard to top. But yeah, guys, if you're looking for, you know, like cheap eats or like fast food and anything like that, this is not the place to go. So I feel like that's the main appeal for this place, is quality in every dish. Also, the vibes here are great. It's very spacious, the eating area. I understand this place could get a bit crowded. There's also like an outdoor area. It's very colorful. It looks very technologically advanced. Also, I've been to the hawker centers in Singapore, and this doesn't look anything like it in terms of like, you know, looks, because the ones down there are a bit, you know, grungier, more casual, but this one is like very you know, beautiful. You can tell they invested a lot of money into the environment. So you guys, my second visit at the Famous Food Street Eats Hawker Center at the Resorts World has been a success. The first time I just didn't get to try as many dishes. I feel like now I have a better understanding and feel of, you know, what every single stall had to offer, and, you know, getting to taste, you know, a little bit of everything else that I haven't got to try here at this hawker stall. So yeah, guys, really love this place. I'll definitely come back here. 10 out of 10, I definitely recommend it. And all the staff have been very friendly and nice, not just Lala. It seems like everybody here really loves their job. They've been the best employees. Even when I was here during the grand opening, they're trying their hardest, even though they're being flooded by a lot of guests. So that's a huge plus as well. If you like this video, please like it. Comment down below some of your recommendations and your thoughts if you guys have been to the Famous Food at the Resorts World, and subscribe for more DWW food vlogs. Deuces. Haven't tried the rest of the drinks, so here you go. This is the unsweetened green tea. I've had this brand before. It's so in. Cheers. I forgot to read the part where it says unsweetened. So yeah, it definitely tastes like unsweetened green tea. But it's 0 calories, so I mean, that's a plus. Gotta stay in shape, right? So we're gonna try this right here, the Pocari Sweat. I've actually seen this at a couple gas stations. Let's try it. Apparently there's a lot of electrolytes in here. It's good for working out, but yeah, it has like a salty, like, and fruity flavor to it. It's like a stronger vitamin water, like a more salty and sweet vitamin water. It's pretty good. Okay, update, guys. I finally found out how to open this. This is by far the weirdest way I've ever seen to open a drink. So apparently you're supposed to pop this cap off. In this cap there's a little thing, this thing, and you put it in the middle, and then you like pop it in, but the thing in the middle looks solid. That's why I did not try to pop it. Kind of looked dangerous, but anyways, we have our drink. I'll say it's worth it. It's actually a pretty good drink. It's like a very mild orange soda that's not like super sweet. You taste more of the soda. It's pretty good. And always, you gotta stop by and check out the secret disco restroom at the Famous Street Foods.